Cody Rhodes made his unshocking WWE return at WrestleMania Night 1 as Seth Rollins' mystery opponent. Cody Rhodes received an electrifying pop and had a moment worthy to be a WrestleMania moment. This will lead to 3 matches between Seth Rollins and Cody Rhodes. The feud was intense, a perfect way to kickstart Cody Rhodes' return to the WWE. They had 3 amazing matches, and Cody Rhodes would pick up the win in all 3. Cody Rhodes would enter the third match at Hell in a Cell, inside Hell in a Cell, with a toned pectoral muscle. Cody Rhodes would still have a great Hell in a Cell match, one of the best of all time, given 5 stars by the clown, the critique, Dave Meltzer. And Cody Rhodes would pick up the win after a sledgehammer shot to the head of Seth Rollins and finally end this feud. But the toned pectoral muscle would mean that Cody Rhodes would have to leave the WWE for a long time, 8 months, and this killed Cody Rhodes' momentum. But the Royal Rumble was the date set for Cody Rhodes' return, and exactly that happened. His return was announced, which killed the hype for it. But Cody Rhodes would enter the Royal Rumble at the number 30 spot and would win it, facing Roman Reigns at WrestleMania. He was looking to win those championships to add to his own legacy and for his father, Dusty Rhodes. He was looking to finish the story and defeat the tribal chief. This was the biggest threat to Roman's titles, and for the first time ever, we thought Roman Reigns was going to lose. This was the first time Roman Reigns was not the favorite going into his own match, and he was defending those championships. 940 days, he held on to that Universal Championship, and this was the time he was going to lose. The fans were behind Cody Rhodes, as it seemed to be his moment to become the champion. But no, after Roman Reigns' heel tactics, Roman Reigns hit a spear for the 1, 2, and 3, and Cody Rhodes would lose. The following night on Raw, the WrestleMania after Raw, Cody Rhodes was set to team with Brock Lesnar against Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa. But before the match could start, Brock Lesnar would attack Cody Rhodes out of nowhere, turning heel in the process and absolutely beating him down, leaving him destroyed in the ring. Now we are set to get a match between Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar at Backlash. This could possibly main event the show after Roman Reigns doesn't show up like he always does. Now during the match, Brock Lesnar goes ringside and intimidates Cody Rhodes' wife, Brandy Rhodes. Cody snaps, takes a steel chair and beats up Brock Lesnar, leaving him destroyed in the ring like Brock did on the WrestleMania after Raw. This leads to Cody Rhodes getting disqualified and Brock Lesnar picks up the win via DQ. We've just seen a different side of Cody Rhodes, an intense Cody Rhodes who's willing to do anything to beat his opponent. Now we move on to the match at King's Crown, the rematch between Cody Rhodes and Brock Lesnar. Cody Rhodes ends up picking up the win after putting his legs on the rope and kind of cheating to pick up the win. Just a note that Cody Rhodes is not a heel. Brock is then infuriated. He's infuriated that Cody Rhodes cheated to pick up the win against him, and he wants a third match at Hell in a Cell, inside Hell in a Cell. This match will be brutal. We all know about Cody Rhodes' potential inside the cell and the match he had against Seth Rollins. Why not somehow replicate that and just make it more intense and more personal? This time Cody Rhodes finally gets his clean win over Brock Lesnar. Now the following night on SmackDown, Cody Rhodes tells Roman Reigns that he's gone through the beast, he's defeated him, and he now wants his rematch at Money in the Bank. Roman Reigns comes out and says, "You know what, you've been bugging me about this." Sure, he'll give him the rematch, but he needs to beat Solo Sikoa, Jey Uso and Jimmy Uso in a fatal 4-way match. It's almost like a 3-on-1 handicap match, but Cody Rhodes overcomes the odds and defeats all 3 men somehow or the other. Roman Reigns then says that he forgot to mention that this was not a match for Cody Rhodes to win an opportunity for the titles. No, it was just a match to qualify for a 15-man gauntlet hosted by Paul Heyman to crown the number 1 challenger, in which Cody Rhodes will enter at number 1. Cody runs through 13 men until it's time for the last man to come out. Roman Reigns then attacks Cody Rhodes, beats him up and leaves him destroyed inside the ring, and then we hear Seth Rollins' theme song. He walks down to the ring, laughing, smirking, dancing to his music, and hits a curb stomp on Cody Rhodes and picks up the win. The match is set, Roman Reigns vs Seth Rollins at Money in the Bank. Roman Reigns is set to take on his former Shield member, in which we all know would be a great match. Cody Rhodes somehow enters himself into the Money in the Bank match by defeating Chad Gable and says that he's going to win the Money in the Bank and then cash it in on Roman to win that championship. He's gonna make it his life's goal to end Roman's title reign and overcome and defeat the Bloodline. In the Money in the Bank match, we see the likes of LA Knight, Drew McIntyre, Sheamus, Gunther, and some other superstars to make it unpredictable. But eventually, it's Cody Rhodes who wins the Money in the Bank after defeating 7 other men. Later on, we see Roman Reigns vs Seth Rollins in the main event of Money in the Bank for the undisputed Universal God Heavyweight God Championship. Roman ends up defeating his former Shield member in an absolute classic, and as he's celebrating, out comes Cody Rhodes. He absolutely beats up Roman Reigns, attacking him, and says he's not going to cash in now. He's going to cash in for a match at SummerSlam. And this time, Roman cannot do anything. He cannot find his way out of the match. Heyman can't do anything about it. And he's going to have to face Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam and defend his undisputed God Heavyweight God Universal God Championship. Roman Reigns is trying to weasel his way out of this because he doesn't want to face Cody Rhodes. He's done everything to not face Cody Rhodes. But now he's forced to. And the match is set at SummerSlam. This match is similar to the match that takes place at WrestleMania. It starts off slow, but then the referee gets knocked out and out come the Usos. Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens of course come to the rescue of Cody Rhodes. But it just feels like the same thing's going to happen that happened at WrestleMania. Cody Rhodes goes for the 3 crossroads, but then Paul Heyman steps on the apron and an ejected Solo Sikoa comes to the ring. He's gonna hit the Samoan spike, but then a pedigree and a curb stomp by Seth Rollins. He then tells Cody Rhodes, you have to finish the story and you have to end it once and for all. The storyline coming full circle for Cody Rhodes running the WWE started with Seth Rollins and it is going to end with him as well. He saves Cody Rhodes. Cody Rhodes, who's in the corner, then climbs onto the top rope, hits a crossroads from the top, and we finally hear it. 1, 2, and 3. Undesirable truly became undeniable as 60,000 fans in that Ford Stadium or whatever erupts as Cody Rhodes is your undisputed WWE Universal Champion.